Alright, I'm going to continue the starter thing. You saw my last video, it took forever. So, on this model, you might be able to get a good layout of that starter. You know what, I'm going to go grab my iPhone 10. We'll get a better roll of that starter. Most cars, I'll have to show the different sequences where the starters are located and why they are the worst when you get them on your cars. Like the newer cars have it. It's just terrible how they have that near the engine. But I got my new iPhone 12. I finally got it right. I kept calling it the 11, which it ain't the 11. They don't put the number on the box. Like 12. They don't. They just put iPhone. Okay. In my room. Driving my iPhone X. The iPhone 10. That's what it's called. Ramen noodle. Whatever you call it. Alright. Coming out of my house. We're going to go over an interview about starter. It's the most important thing. The most important things for your car are engine, transmission, starter, alternator, power steering, and tensioner, idle pulley, crank pulley. Those are all the main things. Alright, I got my iPhone X in my pocket. This old phone that I used to film on. I don't have to use the iPhone 6 anymore. Yay. Okay, now I gotta flip that camera around. So, got my iPhone X here. Down there, if it'll focus, yep, right there. See that starter? My fingers keep in the way. Down there is the starter. That is the starter system. Down there, that's the starter. I'm trying to get it to focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Look at that engine. Okay, got a little too close. Flip the camera around. Underneath there is a starter. Maybe if I come around here. Come on, focus, baby. Focus. It's hard to see that starter because, well, you can see the corner of the starter. That red thing down there, that's where the starter is located on this model. But on top of this, pipings and stuff, down there is the starter. And you can also follow the negative cable. This will usually lead you to the starter. See, where I wobble that, that's the starter. See that green piece moving? That's the connector for the starter. That starter down there, you can see part of the starter right there where my finger shadow is. I washed that off. I cleaned that thing off. It was all dirty. Now it looks nice. So yeah, that is the starter down there. But now I'm going to go over most cars and why they have starter issues and weird spots that they are going to be falling on the car. Go ahead and turn my iPhone X flashlight off. Okay, the most important part about the why cars have starter issues is the oil and where they're located on the vehicle. So this one is located in a good spot right below there. Most of them, they can be located under the car, like in the center middle under the car. Some can be located under the engine, under the car, located something in front of the engine where the oil filter is, and it gets soaked. So those are some of the issues that you could have with a starter. If it's right by the engine, where the oil filter is, where oil gets on it, or in a spot where brake fluid is. Sometimes they can be back here. Just a very bad spot for them. This is just a fantastic spot because I don't see the oil filter or nothing. So this is a good spot for a starter. So yeah, that's all my video. I'm going to go ahead and end this video about this car. It's getting cold out here, and I'm going to go ahead and end it.